Representing Cambridge, Mass, someone we're familiar with up here in Maine. He performed at our Hot Summer 2017. Welcome to the program, Millyz.
What's up? What's going on?
So last time we saw you up here was 2017, but 2018 you dropped Blanco, and then each year after that you dropped another one. We're at Blanco IV right now. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You really like to feed the fans. Talk a little bit about why you feel it's important to release a consistent stream of music.
At one point, I was putting out music and I was feeling like, all right, this is the end all be all. This song has to be the one or whatever. And then I realized you might have dropped the one. It just might have not been your time. Mm-hmm. So you got to keep bubbling and building that fan base. And I was putting out freestyles and songs that I was feeling like, yo, these are great. Why isn't this getting national attention? But then I realized, oh, nah, I just got to keep being this great and get even greater and push myself because, you know, this is like making it in rap is like making it to the NBA. Like, you know, it's 400 players in the NBA. How many successful rappers is it? So I had to really look at like the odds of what I was going up against and be like, all right, I'm going to just drop consistently until, you know, we crack that door. So
you mentioned the fan base is building. You've been doing this for some time. I did college radio. I'm not going to say when, but back in like the 2000s at 88.9 WERS, I was doing college radio there. And that's when I first heard your name. And I think that's like right around when you first started. I'm wondering, back in those days, what influenced you to rap? And how did you get in the studio for the first time and start actually recording?
I would say Eminem influenced me on like an image standpoint.
Right.
Because prior to that, there was no rappers of my complexion that were
right.
But Prodigy from like a musical standpoint, Prodigy from Mobb Deep, because he was lyrical, but he wasn't like saying these super califragilisticexpialidocious. He wasn't saying these lyrical miracle spirit, but he was getting his point across. And I felt like at that point, that's where my kind of my vocabulary was at and my thought process. And I was like, oh, I could do that. And he's one of the best rappers. So I was like, I could do that. And then later on, you know, I took everything and adapted to it. So those are some of my influences. And when I went to the studio for the first time, my pops brought me to a studio with this other kid. This is early. This is probably like when I'm like 13, a studio in Charlestown. I recorded like a song, like just bigging the other kid up. Like I was just on the chorus, like being kind of like his hype man. But after my real first time, like really locking into the studio after that was like I made a diss record about this kid who had dissed me. and that went kind of like viral at the time. There was no like real, like, you know, internet like that at the time. Right. We would take the headphones from the diss man and we would put them on. Everybody listen to this one at a time.
Yeah, I remember that in the lunchroom. That would happen.
Yeah, so that's when I was 14, like, and I was in it. But I think I knew I wanted to rap from that point.
You're big on pulling up the local scene in Massachusetts. Obviously, we know about you, Joyner, Bia. Who else should we be on the lookout for? Keep our ears open for.
I'm gonna start with my neck of the woods. I'd say G Nipsey, Lizzie. Those are some kids doing real good. G Nipsey's going crazy. He got incredible music. From Boston. I got this kid named Y Jizzle on my tape. He's fire. He could do the melody rap. He gets views on YouTube. He could do the high level rap. I also got this kid, 8-Zip. He when Clubhouse had a moment, we did a high level rap room, and it was a bunch of art there, and he won that room like by the fans, like voting. Like, he's super nice, you know what I mean? So 8-Zip, so many others, man. I'm blanking. D the Flyest, Cousin Stiz, man. So many. It's really like a list, man.
I love it. So we talked about your initial influence, but fast forward to now, high level rap. You got a quality catalog of albums out. No denying that, but something else that you're known for is the freestyles. You've been killing it. Shouts to my guys out west. You just did the Leakers and crushed it over there. I want to talk a little bit about the preparation for these freestyles, because you're going in there, you're killing it, you're having all these viral moments. It's like game day for you. What's like the game day process? What do you do before you walk into the room for the freestyle?
Yo, it's super game day, bro. That's funny. Nobody ever asked me that. like I got a bunch of bars in my head, you know what I mean? So I'm formulating it like, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna put it all together, but I know kind of what, like I improvised some and then I got a lot of bars in my head. But yeah, like that day, like I'm not really like taking too many phone calls. I'm like, I get focused. Like I watch other freestyles on like Flex and like, you know, the good LA Leakers ones, and I get in my bag. I rap out loud, you know what I mean? I get my voice prepared and I go in and I do my thing. Definitely.
Congrats on the Leakers one. I know we went a little bit back and forth. I'm glad that finally happened and you crushed it.
One of the people I reached out to, like, yo, let's make this happen, bro.
I put in my 2 cents, but Justin and Milk, they've really taken that thing to new levels. Like the J. Cole freestyle they had was crazy, the Polo G.
Yeah.
And then to see you on after that, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and we were supposed to do it before that, but COVID had shut it down.
Right.
They had Cole and Migos and Polo G and all of that, and damn, they just took it to another level. I hope they still let me rock. You know, I got my just due.
All right, so Blanco IV, by the time we post this, it's going to be out, but it's dropping tomorrow. Talk a little bit about the project. What are you excited for people to hear off the project?
Track 2 with Jadakiss called Hopeless. It's produced by Ray Beats, who did majority of the album. He's a kid out there in Albania, like he lives in Albania. He sends me beats all the time. That's my like in-house producer, and that song is just so full. There's a lot of content, like there's a lot of substance in it. And Jada had a crazy verse. I'm singing on the hook, so I'm excited for people to hear that. I'm excited for people to hear this record I got called High Beams. It's a purely singing record. I'm excited for people to hear this record called Phases. It's a trap turn up record. So I got a bunch of different sounds, and sonically I went in a lot of different directions on it. So I just kind of want to sit back and see what the fans react to and the people, you know?
So we're going to get the Millyz bars, but you're doing some melodies, you're doing some singing on it?
Like, yeah, even like the G Herbo thing. You know, the funny thing is, like, I'm so known for bars, but my biggest records on streaming, like, all have singing components to it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Talk about the features a little bit. You mentioned Jadakiss, but you got Asian Doll, you got Benny the Butcher, you got G Herbo on there. How did all these features come about for the album?
Essentially, like, all of them are just organic relationships. I'd known Benny for a long time. I've been around Benny because I went on tour with the Lox and Griselda like early, because Static Selector was taking me out to do dates. I would just rap during his sets or whatever. So there was that. For the Benny relationship that was there, I had met Asian Doll through my man Loopy in Atlanta, and we would turn up in the strip clubs and, you know, madness.
I saw the story from the bootleg cast. Yeah.
During the shootout, it was pretty crazy. And obviously I'm signed to Kiss. And Herbo, I knew Herbo from 2016 because I did a couple tour dates opening up for him, which I mentioned on the record. But he had posted one of my freestyles more recently, and I was like, oh, that's my end to ask him, like, yo, bro, can we do a record? You know what I mean? Because this high level rap stuff takes you to a different place within the industry, like, or not the industry, but within the actual like rapper community. Like rappers will be more prone to doing songs with you and stuff if they respect your pen game, because they always want to show their own pen game. Like Herbo went ballistic on the record.
So you're not getting lazy verses from anybody either on the
I didn't get a lazy verse from anybody. Everyone went crazy. Like, I think it's Benny the Butcher's craziest verse ever. Like,
it makes a difference too that when people are doing features for you, they're doing them off the strength and the relationship. It's not like something set up by A&Rs or label people.
Yeah, it's artist to artist, definitely.
You mentioned Jadakiss. Talk a little bit about that relationship. How did you guys build like that friendship?
I met him. We did a song in like 2013, 14. But then I would keep following up, you know, and I would say that, like, you know, once this pandemic's over, officially, like, that's the trick to this industry thing. If you want to build relationships, pull up on people. If you know a DJ, a rapper, yeah, not in no like creepy way, you know, like pull up on people. If you're trying to get down with a DJ, a rapper, pull up to their pop-ups and club nights or whatever.
Yeah, not creepy, but like supportive in the, like, I'm going to your club night.
Yeah, Yeah, you want to get your face kind of clean with browsers and all that, so they see and they go, oh, that's my guy, you know. Kind of happened like that with Kiss, and then his homie who passed away, Ice Big J, who was very involved in his business stuff and all of that. He brought me to the table as like actually like being down technically through the music and stuff like that.
Right. I was watching the Verzuz, and you were like one person that popped in my mind. I'm like, I know Millyz has to be going crazy right now while Jadakiss is killing it.
I was going ballistic. That I'm a diehard Celtics fan.
Yeah.
So that to me felt like when the Celtics won the championship.
Yeah.
I was bouncing off the walls because I was supposed to get in early and I was on my way and I got pulled over and I got stopped for so long. So my window to just get in gracefully, I mean, that was shut because I'm stopped on the road, police. And so I was like, whatever, I'm gonna watch it at home. But I loved that because I turned on the TV and it was like a sporting event to me. And yo, I was going ballistic, bro. I literally felt about that versus how people feel. I mean, how I felt about the Celtics winning the 2008. Like, and I shed a tear of joy when they won. I didn't shed a tear of joy for the verses, but I was hyped. And even after, I was on like a 3-day high. Like it was like I was high off rap.
I was wondering if you were in the building or where you watched it, so you ended up watching it at home. You were gonna go to it though?
Yeah. I was on my way, and I was gonna get it early because, like, yo, I don't like when people hit me on I don't like when people hit me on my show dates, especially in Boston when I got a big show. Right. So I'm like, all right, I'm not hitting Kiss. I'm just going with when the my man who's on the label too, Nino Man, told me to go, and I was going. We were supposed to get in, but I got pulled over and I got jacked, and then it became a process outside. And I was like, man, let me just watch this joint from the crib. But I liked it like that because I really got to sit back and be a spectator and watch that joint, like from a fan standpoint. It got me motivated to go crush the LA Lakers.
That's dope. Let's talk about the marketing, because you're definitely a hustler. You talk about pulling up, you talk about promoting stuff. I saw you have a mascot, a Blanco IV mascot for this album, which I was dying laughing at the things. I saw it in the gym the other day working out.
Yeah, no, I think like tangible marketing is important too. He's gonna be at all the colleges when colleges open back up. When y'all start doing your shows again, he's gonna be out there. Even if I'm not there, the mascot's gonna be there. He told me.
Does he have a name? Is it Millyz, or does the mascot have a separate name?
Calling him Baby Blanco. I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, a couple of people call it. Right now he's Milly's mascot, but yeah, man, he's doing his thing. He was in the gym the other day, lifting weights, getting a massage. You know, he's riding around in the drop top, man. The mascot is lit. We
asked this question the other day. I feel like this is something that I could see down the line for you is a Millyz action figure. What accessories would come with the Millyz action figure?
I would say, you know, a few chains, bottle of Hennessy, maybe a cigarette in the air.
A Newport, right?
Yeah, Newport. Yeah.
Motto up here in Maine, the state motto is the way life should be. So if you were able to describe the perfect life, the way life should be in your own words, what would you say?
The way life should be, I would say, everybody being themselves at their core, and not judging other people for being themselves at their core.
Perfect. Be yourself.
And don't judge others for being themselves. You dig?
Definitely. All right, let's get into Emotions, G Herbo off Blanco IV. I'll let you give it the introduction, talk a little bit about the theme behind this record.
I wanted to go with the soulful song that would stand the test of time with Herbo. A lot of people told me, yo, if you get the opportunity to do a song with Herbo, do a turn up, do some trap stuff. But I wanted to make a timeless record where we both, you know, kicked a lot of substance, but something that was still catchy. So I heard this beat and I knew that this was the one, and I sent it to him. I sent him 2 records, but I was hoping he picked this one, and he emphasized this one. He said, let's go with that one. And we went with that, and it's out there and it's moving, doing numbers.
Nice. Blanco IV is out now. Do we know what's next? You got plans after Blanco IV, or we're just gonna ride this for a little bit?
I'm gonna go on tour. I can't announce like one of the dates right now, but I got a show in Medellin, Colombia, Medellin specifically.
Okay.
Medellin, Colombia with Double Parson. And then I got Baltimore, Philly, Connecticut, and I'm gonna be adding more dates. And there's a big surprise show that I'm gonna be doing soon too. So yeah, and then we're gonna do Maine.
I'm gonna have you back for sure, for sure. All right, you ever think about branching out and doing some acting as well?
I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to. I just gotta get I guess I gotta get the right opportunity.
I feel like they gotta get you a role in the Tommy spinoff.
I would love that, or I would love like some sort of Boston type movie. Like even if I could get extra, I just want to shoot somebody.
All right, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Best of luck with the album release. As soon as we can, we got to get you up here for a show.
Nah, definitely appreciate you, bro. Appreciate all you at that station, man. Love.